Hey guys, welcome back to Stay True TV. So, it's been a while since we've actually done a proper build, but we've got a project and we're going to take it on and we're going to start getting back into these videos. So, first thing we're going to do is go and grab the bike, then we'll do a bit of an introduction of it, have a bit of a look around it, get the parts that we've got available for it, and we're going to see how we're going to tackle this thing. The other thing we're going to do with this is I'm planning to do it in a bit of a budget, so the more on-hand stuff I can do in-house, the better it is for me. So I plan to actually try and build this bike up within about a $1,500 budget. So the more I can do, the better it's going to be. So in saying that, let's go get the bike and see what we got. Okay, so as you can see, we've got ourselves a 1984 Suzuki DR600 to restore here. Now, how I came into possession of this one was when I was building the Kodiak 450 back in the day. I had a guy at work that was watching my videos and he came to me and he said to me, look, I got this DR600, would you like it to put in videos? And I was definitely not going to say no. Looks like a good challenge. And like I say, more challenging trying to do it to a budget. So the plan is $1,500 is going into this thing, but I want to try and make it look like new by the end of it. So in the time I have been off making videos, we have been working on setting up the workshop a little bit more and getting a bit more stuff ready so we can do our own powder coating, painting, cerakoting, cleaning, vapor blasting, all the rest of that stuff. So hopefully with all the utilities we've got, we should be able to come out with this pretty cool. Now, the other thing was, this is the tank that came with the bike. As you can see, I believe the owner said there was a little bit of an incident with the tank and a front end loader. So she was crushed. So I have gone and purchased a tank already that I found online. Pretty average condition, so I'm hoping to be able to bring that back to life. It's loaded with bog stuff, but I picked that up for 90 bucks. So I wasn't going to complain about that, and hopefully we can make that look like a nice tank by the end of it. So the story is, I believe when this bike was pulled down, the reason was he was selling the bike, he was going to sell the bike, and the fella come around to look at it, jumped on the bike, went to kick it, and something happened and it broke the crankcase and the casing housing with the Kickstarter. So not 100% sure, but he said he did get it welded up. So we've got this part here. So this is your clutch cover here, and you can see got a bit of a weld in there. It's all been welded up, welded on the outside. So what we'll do is give that a bit of a clean up before blasting that back and recoating it, making it look nice, and hopefully that will be all sweet. And then here's the other section of it. Now you can see where that's been welded up in there too. Obviously that's the stopper, so we'll have to make sure we get that right for the kickstart to actually be able to stop on. and hopefully once that's all done we can clean it all up and should be sweet. Now as you can see, has been sitting around for quite some time. So it's sitting in his shed for a few years before he gave it to me, and it's been sitting in my shed for another couple of years. So as you can see, you got some clean stuff down there, but a lot of the stuff's just covered in dirt and grit and stuff. So we're gonna have to have a good clean up. I don't know if we'll get away with any of the bearings, although they feel good. The crank bearing there is feeling good there, but I don't know. We'll have a look. We'll chuck it all through the ultrasonic cleaner, see what kind of condition they come out of, and go from there with them. He'd already bought a gasket kit, so that's a bonus. There's one thing that's not coming out of the budget that we got, so that's pretty sweet. So the main thing is we've got to get that bit cleaned up, hopefully back together and all working nicely. You got the carb, we've got frame pieces, so everything's pretty much here that I can see. A couple of things that we will need to get on the front brake here, and we're missing the glass is missing there, so we'll probably get a full rebuild kit for that and rebuild the brake master cylinder there. Other than that, everything's looking pretty sweet. We should be able to clean her up pretty well, I reckon, and hopefully by the end of this, the plan is we'll take it for a big ride and see how she goes. So in saying that, what we're going to do is we're going to start going through all the bits and pieces, see what we got, try and match up where everything's going, work out what's what, and then start stripping down the frame, getting everything into pieces, ready for cleanup. So in saying that, let's get into it. Alright, so as you can see, I've kind of tried identifying everything the best I can. Got all our cases and stuff here that we're going to be using. Inside here, we've got carby, oil cooler, top end gear in there, bottom end gear in there, our gaskets, so that's all motor related there. Then coming over here, we've got our exhaust system, chain guards, couple of cables for lighting, disc brake, caliper. We've got the old brake shoes, not that we'll be using them, but might need them for a sizing or something. Then we've got some chassis parts in this box here, our brake and gear lever, and then our bash plate. So that bash plate, a little bit of a story behind that, why it looks so nice and shiny, because it didn't originally look nice and shiny. So when I bought all my powder coating gear off my cousin, he took me around there and gave me a bit of a lesson. He said, bring something along with you, we'll powder coat it. So we did the powder coating on this. Taught me the basics of powder coating. Don't know if we'll keep it silver or not now. I've got a couple of ideas for this bike. I want to make it look a bit schmick. So we'll see how we go. But there we go, all the parts are kind of sorted out for now. There was a few bits and pieces in there. I'm not sure if they're even involved with the bike, but I've kept them just in case. And a couple of little bits, bolts and tabs and stuff. I'm pretty sure they're bottom end gear. Still not 100% sure, but we'll see as we go when we're building it. And we've got the manual and the diagrams in front of us. Hopefully we'll start picturing where everything goes. So, next job to do. Let's take care of pulling this thing down. snap. Not having too much luck with these bolts, constantly snapping. So managed to get the one out of that one. This one we're going to have to grind off, I think. She's a little bit far gone. Whew. First bolt we actually got out without snapping. Guilty. Well, I was looking at the moment, we're going to take the suspension, going to have to take the swing arm off because I can't, I've got all the suspension bolts are pretty much out except for the top shocker bolt because I can't get that out because of the airbox, which is what we're trying to achieve at the moment. So what I'm going to have to do is going to have to disconnect all the swing arm so I can pull that away, and then hopefully that shock will drop down, pull the suspension linkage out with it, and we can get the airbox out, and then we can continue on. There might have been a reason them shoes were taken out. I reckon he's had the back wheel off before and he couldn't get this out maybe, so he's taken it out, just taking the boots off so he could put the wheel back on maybe. I think what we'll end up doing is cutting that out and we'll put a new bolt in when we're ready for it. I'm not too sure, that must be a bearing or something in there that's maybe internally holding it. But I don't want to bash it too much because I've already started spreading this arm here. So let's go and get the grinder again. Yeah, just thinking about it, we're going to have to drill that out probably. So what I'm going to do is disconnect it from the top. Once I get the swing arm out, I should be able to disconnect it from the chassis, and then we'll take care of that later when we're dealing with that part of the bike. So let's go ahead, we'll get the swing arm bolt out. Hopefully we can pull the swing arm, get the rear shocker out, get our airbox out, and then we're well on our way. This is going to be the next one. I'm going to suspect it's going to be a bit of a pain because usually swing arm bolts get stuck in the bearings, but we'll see. Well, that's coming out super easy, so that's not a bad thing. Oh, that's tight. Try not to hurt the spline here. bearings in there. Lucky. God damn it. Oh, they feel crunchy. Alright guys, so there you go. Bike is fully stripped down now, ready to rock and roll. So sweet as. Had a few issues with a few broken bolts and stuff. We're going to have to chase up on that chassis just get them out. Hopefully we can just either A, extract them, or B, we'll have to go through, maybe easy out them, or chase threads. Fingers crossed, it's all good though. The actual chassis itself looks in pretty good condition, so we should be able to blast that back, powder coat it, and she should come up smick. The rest of the motor's all sitting there ready to rock and roll, so we'll be able to get that in, get that disassembled, clean up them few weld marks that are in there, so everything clears, make sure everything's good there, get everything cleaned up, because like you see, it's a massive mess. We'll get that all cleaned up, nice and schmick, and then hopefully be able to start putting things back together. Whether we're going to get away with bearings or not, don't know. Might just bite the bullet and do the bearings as well. We'll see how they are when we start pulling it all apart. As at the moment, the list is pretty small that we've got, so definitely within budget of $1,500, I'm certain. All the plastics and everything are in pretty good condition. We should be able to rub them back, get them nice and shiny and bring back to clear. The tank, as you're seeing, the tank is in pretty poor condition, but I'm hoping we should be able to air compress the tank, heat up the side that's all bogged up, and hopefully get the dent out, maybe clean up a little bit of the weld at the front, hopefully get it all back into a good shape. We'll get some corrosion inhibitor inside it. It's got a little bit of surface rust inside the tank, so we'll have to try and get rid of that. Hopefully get that all cleaned up, but fingers crossed we should be able to get a nice looking bike out of this bike in the end. I want to actually strip down the wheels, so I've never done lacing of wheels. Well, actually I tried once upon a time, failed miserably. So we're going to try and do the wheels so we can actually strip down the wheels, take all the spokes out. Hopefully we're going to be able to do the hubs, clean it all up, and then re-spoke it. Hopefully we should be able to, one of the things we have gone and bought for the shed is a Caswell kit, so we can actually give all our hardware and stuff a nice shine again, and it'll look great going back in the bike. So fingers crossed we should be able to do that. Got the rear shocker, we're going to have to split that down. That's got a bit of oil around it and stuff. Hopefully we can get seal kits and stuff for it. Front suspension's got a little bit of surface rust on the tubes, so we're going to have to get a bit of a clean up on that. Doesn't look too bad actually. A lot of the surface rust actually scraped off as we were pulling it through the triple clamp, which could be a good sign. Hopefully we'll get away with that. But overall, I think the bike actually itself isn't in too bad a condition. We should be able to clean it up and make it a nice bike. Like I say, at the end of the video we're going to actually do a bit of a trip on it and make sure everything's good, see how it all goes. That should be great. If you're enjoying the content, please give the video a like, maybe even subscribe to the channel if you aren't subscribed to the channel. Go and check some of our other videos out. We've done a few videos before. I plan to get a lot better with the way I'm doing my restorations. I want to get a lot higher quality out of them, so I am going to the point of actually building the shed into a spot that we can do some decent restorations. So if you want to follow me, by all means, jump on board. If not, enjoy the rest of the day. As for now, we'll catch you next time.